Alright, there's number 3.
In the right seat. Since last October, John's put 14 new private pilots in the air, so we have a very active crew here. He's an easygoing guy, and he can put you at ease as a new student. He graduated from Embry-Riddle University in Florida and comes to us in Boston, Mass. But I guess he figured he was upgrading when he left Boston and moved here to Tuckahoe. So he's also an avid photographer, and you'll see him widely recognized in aviation photography. Last Cessna 1, here comes the 172 again, flown by Rob Porter. The last 170, or the last 150 out there, the red and white Cessna is a new instructor here at New Garden Flight Connection. Mitchell George comes to us in the great state of Oklahoma. He's a recent graduate of University of Oklahoma and is happy now to call New Garden Flight Field his home. He's a full-time instructor here. One of the most agreeable young aviators on the field. So you might even find him later in the day in the New Garden Flight Connection dump tank. So feel free to stop and talk to all these people. Here's Mitchell on the 150. Don't forget, go by the booth, talk to the folks at New Garden Flight Connection, and sign up.
If you go away hungry at your own Dad Burn Paul, there's plenty of food, plenty of drink to be had back there. Take some of that wine sampling. Cider back there, so it's one more pass shot, but looks like a 172.
Here's 2.
Announcing in coordination service by the 2016 New Garden Festival Flight Airshow by David Schultz Airshows out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Now this event marks the 35th of its 2016 season that will see us a dozen of aviation events all across the United States and the Caribbean. Now from Kirkland Air Force Base, New Mexico, to Robbins Air Force Base, Georgia, and from San Juan, Puerto Rico, to the waterfront of Atlantic City beachfront, David Schultz Airshows provides the very best aviation production and operations to military and civilian venues all across North America. For more information on David Schultz Airshows, look at their website at www.schultz.com.
Okay, this is the New Garden Flight School aircraft coming in. There he is. And who we have here on the ramp? This is who's going up next. Yep. Whoa, he rises up a little bit, and he's down. All right, that's number 2. It's a little breezy today because of the... There he goes. All right, he landed. And there's number 3. Yeah, wind must be giving them a little bit of a hard time.
A wood spar wing covered in fabric, little 65 horse continental product. What good is that in wartime? Well, these liaison airplanes were actually forward air controllers starting at the start of the forward air controls, I should say. If you've watched some of the late night TV shows from the documentaries of World War II, the landing craft come up on the beach. You see the soldiers carrying the wing off the landing craft, they carry the other wing off, and they carry the fuselage off. They assemble the airplane on the beach, and they launch it off the beach. And as part of the fly these airplanes, you know, about 16, at which quality you see the thing at. And then the aircraft is down, right around the same as 16 at military destination. They fly back over the enemy lines, then we keep it forward air control the spotters. They get spot where the enemy was, see where the enemy places were, see where the troops were. Then they can radio back to either the beach or where you have to shift all shores, and this is where you need to fire. They would direct the fire along to the enemy. So these airplanes were multiple great usage airplanes. One of the things they get out there and control the battle at that point. Very hard to shoot down because there's nothing going on inside that airplane. It's just very simple. Worst thing can happen with it. Ground fire would hit the fire. That's like the only way you bring the airplane down.
Alright, there's Seymour. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, those two are like they're flying together. Wow. Wow, that's cool.
Upside down, 6-cylinder, Ranger engine with an F200. And that's the last airplane down in the and that's fine as airplane here is going to airplane. For Dick Triple, this airplane getting this as long as that last guy's one multiple horse. I don't know what they were first time. Do you know what they were?
I don't know what they were, but
I'm sure
a lot of them.
that's PT-26 Texan soon. I'm not sure.
Mark operates a restoration facility. It started by his father years ago, Joe and they specialize in the PT series, although he's branched out and restored a lot of other warbirds, both the vibrators and as well. So it was things to have in the area. He started here at New Garden and moved out to there. So PT's here today.
Okay. So for those of you who've never been to the New Garden Airshow before, this is one of the things that makes it unique. This whole area right out in front where I'm standing, this is the aerobatic box. And they fly in a perpendicular fashion to the runway. Wow, that's sweet. Okay. So these are light trainers. Alright, big buddy. Wow.
Power about whatever they can pull in front of the airplane at that time. Most of them were continental 670, 220 horse. Some maybe 225 horse, depending on the dash cover of the engine itself. Up to 450 horsepower. Now they put it from maybe drop that down.
Wow. This is pretty cool so far. Yeah, typically they fly these separately, but this is the first time I think I've ever seen all these trainers flying together. Alright. Wow. Whoop. Wow. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, this is I think my first new Garden Airshow I think I've been to where I've seen all the trainers going up and flying together like this. Yes, with the forecast layer. Alright, yeah, it's just showers. Alright, we got some light showers. It's all good though. As long as it can stay like this is no problem. Anything else, and this will just be a whole different story, my friends. It's alright though. It's alright. Wow! Holy cow!
Can't run anymore.
Wow.
Thank you.
Woo! Wow. That sucker there, that's the first time I think I've ever seen a jet car at this air show.
And as Buzz Cortese leads us in here, Kevin Russo is on. Kevin Russo's on the right. Gavin Engel's on the left. Got Court Holstein, Tom Malone, and John Mazur coming through a nice victory formation for staying. That's Tom Malone on the side of his. He's going to give it to him.
Okay, look out, sir. They're bringing planes in here. Why don't you scooch over? Stand real close to the front.
Alright. Thank you.
We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. Help us out. Put your name at the top of his list. And a statue of liberty started shaking her fist. And an eagle will fly. And it's gonna be hell.
They changed from the victory to the diamond formation with a stinger on the backside there. Doesn't look like it right now, but now, so there you go. There's your diamond formation with the stinger that's just in trail there. Again, Buzz Cortese, Kevin Russo, Gavin Engel, Tom Malone, and John Mazur live for us this afternoon. Tom Mazur's bringing the back end. And that stinger formation.
Wow. show. The kid came up to him to get
trophy to him in front of the B-25 so he can get some pictures. If everybody could just come on out and give him a round of applause when he gets up here for sticking around through these wonderful weather conditions. It's a 1929 Ford Model A owned by Ron Burris. It's a beautiful car. Very nice restoration. He's going to drive right up now into in front of the B-25 and we'll walk out and present him with our second People's Choice Award at New Garden Flying Field Air and Car Show.
Yeah, folks, the flying portion of the air shows had to stop because of the rain we've had. But we're still finding ways to have fun while we're here. Yeah, definitely. Woo!
Ron, yes, John Martin. Thanks for sticking it out. Sorry about this weather. Congratulations. Let's do this here. We can get right switcher with
I told you I wasn't giving up on this air show.
Going on to the vertical there, demonstrating all of the power generated by that DA-1 liquid. This aircraft has about a 6.5-7-foot wingspan on, raising about 35 pounds, if my guess is correct.
Okay.
I need you to go on the other side of the track.
You got it. Thank you.
Full-scale airplanes that you're seeing here today. And of course, naturally, as soon as we get off the ground, the skies open up again. Thank you, Mother Nature. For those of you who would like to send Mother Nature a Instagram, it's Mother Nature at Earth.com. Tell her the New Garden Airshow says thank you. Back onto the vertical coming down right now. One of the things that we used to do in days when the ceilings were a lot lower than this, and I've personally done this, I've taken my RC model, gone straight up and flown into the clouds, actually lose it in the skies of a hammerhead stall terminator. And you ask yourself, well, how do you get the airplane back out? Whoa, they can do that. Flags it up, puts a tail in, and around she goes. Pretty much like that, except you hold it. You wait for the airplane to go into a spin, and then spin down through the clouds. This airplane here is fully aerobatic, wildly maneuverable, and it's a lot of fun to fly, except when you're standing in the rain getting wet. Even then, it's still a lot of fun to fly. Back onto the vertical. Notice the roll rate. There's the tail. Tumbles the airplane nose over tail there. Why? Well, because he's on the ground and doesn't have to deal with the G-forces of the maneuver. He's got the power back. It's a big airplane. It's got lots of wing area. It generates a lot of lift at very low speeds. Whoa, outside micro loop. It's going to do a little 3D, it looks like here, three-dimensional. There we go. Elevator's full up. It's flying it solely on the engine and the wing here. And I believe he's setting up for a landing. We call this an elevator landing. carrier pilots would love to be able to do these. The only guys that have ever been anywhere close to this are the Harrier pilots. And now shortly to be the F-35 pilots as well. Here he is, hanging it on the wing of the propeller, pulling it onto the vertical, hovering the aircraft. This is not the time to find out that your engine isn't any good. You want an engine that's as reliable as a box of rocks while he's out there doing torque rolls, because if your engine isn't reliable, that airplane is going to come down like a bag of hammers. It won't be good. Plenty of power accelerating right out of the hover. This airplane will go vertical as long as you want, or until you run out of sky or radio range. You've got about a mile radio range. And even with this big airplane, it'll be long out of sight by then. Spins on the way down to inverted flat. And will the airplane get out of it? I said, will the airplane get out of it? Yes, it does. You got lots of control throws on this yak. Very easy to get into a flat spin, even easier to get out of it. Here we go. Rolling to the right while circling to the left. Well, not yet, but I think he's going to. There he goes. The rolling circle. I have no idea how he does this. From what I understand, it involves a lot of timing. You got to keep the airplane rolling to the right, which is easy, but you want to maintain its altitude while you're turning it to the left. Yes, sir. Yeah, all right. Looks like we've got some rain coming this way, and it looks like it may be pretty heavy. John Watkins pointing out to my right. There appears to be a wall of water perhaps coming our way. This is not good. Ah, Mother Nature, I'm going to call you up tonight. Meantime, here's the yak going by in full boogie. Back onto the vertical again. There's that roll right, kicks a little tail into it. And here's the fun part, the whip stall falling through it while all that rain is heading towards us. I see there are some people out here standing in the rain just like I am. Thank you for coming out and braving the elements.
Come on, girl.
I won't need a shower when I get home tonight, that's for sure. Coming in from the left, here's Dave Malchione Jr., knife edge photo pass, the Yak 54. That he's not even anywhere near full power on his engine, and that airplane will knife edge until he runs out of fuel or airspace. Now he's going to do a knife edge circle. You know, is it my imagination or is the rain getting heavier? I don't think it's my imagination. Back onto the vertical again. He's going up over the top here, going to roll around a little bit. Oh, he's going to hold it knife edge again. Say, guys, you might want to think about landing sometime between now and tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
This rain is
You want to, where'd you
I'm
park,
on the
car?
vertical rolling around a little bit. You're having all the fun the law allows out here in the rain.
Yeah, we'll go up the race.
And there he goes back onto the vertical again. What's he going to do when he gets up to the top? Kick some tail in it. Really quick snap roll. Here we go. Spins on the way down. And of course the pull out. Well, anyway, here we are flying in the rain. Why? Because it's just so doggone much fun. Thank you very much. And now he's going to go play in the valley. All right. That makes sense. Back onto the vertical again. The thing that really surprises me is the fact that we've got this heavy rain out here. The ignition system on this airplane is working perfectly.
It's still flying when the rain
Normally, wet weather like this and model airplane ignition systems just don't go well together. But I can see he's coming in for landing now, and that's a good thing. I am hoping we're going to call our portion of the show here, at least delay it, until the weather...